Tonight on Size Eyes on the Skies.
We've had several waves of rain snow mix coming on in today, and we have our next band coming in. How long will this persist, and some information about this next system on Saturday? We'll have that coming up in your full Iowa forecast.
Plus, Matt is in the studio with your national forecast. All that and more on this Thursday's February 22nd edition of Size Eyes on the Skies starts right now.
It's Wednesday night on ISU TV, broadcasting live from Ames, Iowa. And this is Size Eyes on the Skies. ISU TV's longest-running television program brings you the weather from around the country to the heart of Iowa. The ISU Meteorology Department team of forecasters keep you ahead of the storm. From Iowa's most trusted weather team, this is Size Eyes on the Skies.
Guys, I'm now joined by Devon. And I was walking to class today and I noticed that it was kind of a gloomy day. There was still a lot of drizzle going on. And is this going to freeze at some point, or are we expecting more ice possibly?
We're gonna get a lot more of this rain-snow mix. I mean, it's been transitioning between snow and rain just off and on, and the trend's going to continue in the overnight as we've been balancing out in the low 30s, right around freezing, and this will continue going on to the next several hours, ending right about midnight. So with the as the radar has across the state right now, we had the system that was persisting earlier on today, finally moving on out. However, though, we have this next wave that's coming right on in right now, a rain-snow mix right along Ames and such, where we're going to have transition between rain, snow, some minor accumulations, not really that much, as we will continue to have more of this pull right on into the Ames area. And then the next major part about this is the temperatures right now. We've been hovering at 32 degrees, that freezing mark, where we're going to transit, where we have both rain, snow, and that mix in between. We have some cooler temperatures in northwestern Iowa with 30 degrees right now in Fort Dodge. Really cold, where we're having more snow and more rain based in southern Iowa, 34 in Ottumwa. We'll have more information about when this system will finally move out, and some and some information on the next system coming in Saturday, coming up in your full Iowa forecast.
Devon, hopefully you bring some better news for a little bit later in the week. Now it is time for tonight's weather story. On this day in 1936, a storm crossing Iowa on February 21st through the 23rd produced very heavy rain in northeastern sections of the state. But most of this rain did fall on the 22nd. The rain was accompanied by strong thunderstorms with lightning, killing some livestock and burning a few barns. The worst damage came from excessive flooding from Bremer to Delaware counties, eastward to the Mississippi River. With the ground still frozen, with heavy rain also coming down, this quickly drained into streams, rivers, sending much of this water into flood stages and causing significant damage to buildings and transportation routes. Now, here is Matt with what is going on around the country. Matt?
Well, Garrett, as you see by these temperatures, you can definitely tell where the moisture's been situated this week. I'll have more coming up after the break.
Welcome back. And now here's Matt once again with what's going on around the nation.
Thanks, Garrett. Well, right now around the country, we're looking at temperatures anywhere from 16 degrees up in Billings to a nice 77 down in Miami, with 61 over in Phoenix. And you can definitely tell where the moisture's been situated across the middle portion of the country, where we have temperatures mainly in the low 30s and close to 40 degrees. Now, as you zoom into the Midwest, here in Des Moines, you're looking at a temperature of 32, Kansas City 32 as well, but over in Rapid City 9 degrees currently. So you can see that where all the moisture, the snow, the freezing rain has been impacting these areas by how they have their temperatures cold as right now. Now over in the Northeast, 19 up in Montreal, 25 in Albany, and 39, so pretty much the same story as the Midwest. Temperatures mainly from 20 to 40 degrees across the board in the Northeast. Now down in the Southeast, this is in the greatest part of the country right now. We have temperatures of 72 degrees in Huntsville, 73 in Atlanta, and 78 and down in New Orleans, despite them having tons of moisture move through the area. Over in the Southwest, quite a contrast between Phoenix at 61 to Salt Lake City. You're at 36. But Salt Lake City right now is experiencing some snow from the Rocky Mountains. 28 in Elko, and over in San Francisco, pretty chilly, but better than the Midwest, 49 degrees currently. And as we round out the nation, in the Northwest, 38 degrees right now in Seattle, 40 in Portland, and 21 in Missoula. So temperatures around the Northwest anywhere from, there's actually a cool spot in Glasgow, -5 degrees, so pretty cold as you head to the Canadian border. Our satellite radar shows we have this influx of moisture just staying in the middle of the country between Missouri on down south towards Texas. That's what's continually bringing those chances of wintry mix and snow in Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas region, and it'll continue to bring that moisture, as Devon will talk about in his Iowa forecast. Right now, there are winter weather advisories and winter watch is across the middle portion of in the Midwest, over by the Rockies in Utah, Colorado, and Nevada. You're experiencing some winter weather advisories as well, as they have snow occurring out there as well. And the middle portion of the country, from northeast of Dallas through St. Louis on up to the northeast, you're experiencing flash flood watches and flood warnings here in Arkansas as well, with a ton of. They've been just getting hammered by rain this week. Futurecast tells us the story. We do have this next system move through by 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the middle portion of the country. But look at that. Dallas on up to the northeast has just been still getting hammered by this rain. Over in the western portion of this country, snow develops and sticks around by the Rockies towards Denver and Las Vegas. You are experiencing some snow as well. By Saturday morning, the next system moves through the Midwest, and you can see snow mainly in northwest Iowa and rain towards the south, ending from that band once again from the Gulf of Mexico, from Dallas through the northeast, mainly a ton more rain ever expected. Saturday night, middle portion of the country, you're just still getting hammered. Northwestern portion of the country, mainly snow for Saturday. And highs for tomorrow, we're looking at anywhere between 30 degrees in Minneapolis, 17 up in Billings, where they're going to be seeing some pretty decent snow. Over in the northeast, 40 degrees in Toronto, and down in San Antonio, 72. So pretty nice once again down in the southeastern portion of the country. Excuse me. And our pick city of the week is San Juan, Puerto Rico. They are experiencing tons of scattered showers throughout the week, but temperatures mainly in the high 70s, low 80s, and they'll be drying out by Tuesday, it looks like, but lows still pretty high in the 70s, so tons of moisture in Puerto Rico right now.
Man, I sure would love to see consistency like that right around here in Iowa. But for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's trivia question. On March 5th, 1952, the Indian Ocean recorded the most amount of rainfall ever in one day. How much rain actually fell? Well, was it A, 52.3 inches, B, 68.7 inches, C, 73.6 inches, or D, 82.3 inches? We'll have your answer coming up, but right now let's go and have a look ahead on the week with Devon.
Thank you. As we continue to have this rain snow mix coming on in across the state right now. We have some snow in northwestern Iowa. How long will this last? We'll have more information about this coming up after the break. Welcome back. The main story of this evening has been the rain snow mix that's been coming across the state. So going on in across the state right now with current conditions here in Ames right now hovering at 32 degrees. We're having a brief break from this rain as the next part has been coming on in, with winds coming out of the east-southeast at 11 miles per hour. Not too bad, but still a little breezy outside. So coming on into the temperatures across the state right now, 32 degrees in Ames and Des Moines, 30 degrees in Carroll and Fort Dodge, where we have some snow chances coming on and cooler temperatures up in northwestern Iowa also. However, though in southeastern Iowa, we're having some warmer temperatures with 37 degrees in Burlington. So coming on in across for the wind chills across the state, again, not too bad compared to what it's been earlier this month with 20 degrees in Fort Dodge and Carroll, 24 in Des Moines. It's pretty moderate temperatures, not too bad. And rounding out this block, we have winds continuing out of the southeast at 9 miles per hour in Ames and Des Moines, 8 degrees out in Sioux City, but these winds overnight will begin to shift to a more northwestern direction as a cold front will pass on through. So looking at the radar once again, we have the system that was around earlier today moving out, and we have this next band coming on in as it's just about to Ames right now. This will continue on into the overnight. Looking across the Midwest right now, we continue to have this band of rain snow mix coming across the state into Iowa. We continue to have some more building on in, but it's starting to clear out in Nebraska as it's slowly going to move out of the state. So looking on ahead, we continue to have this band of snow rain mix with Ames being at the dividing line. This will move out of the state into the overnight right around midnight, 1 o'clock. We have some clearing skies coming on and into your Friday morning, allowing the conditions to clear out. Pretty nice day overall Friday as we continue on into Saturday. The next system that's going to be coming on in Saturday afternoon as it begins to set up in Nebraska and will slowly shift into Iowa. Lows across the state tonight. Again, pretty cool as a cold front will come on in. We have 9 degrees in Spencer, 20 in Ames, and we have some warmer temperatures out in eastern Iowa as they haven't been experiencing the cold front quite as early as in northwestern Iowa. So tomorrow our highs are going to be similar to what they were today. So tonight in Ames, we have this rain snow mix continuing on. It'll move out around midnight, 1 a.m. Going on into your Friday, 32 degrees, nice and sunny, clearing on out. Overall, really solid for end of the week. So looking on to the week ahead, we will have this next system coming in Saturday, 34. After the system moves out, temperatures are going to begin to warm up, 48 degrees on Monday, and these temperatures will continue to be warm up to 50 degrees on Tuesday before we finally cool back down towards mid-late next week.
I am definitely liking the look of that drier week for next week, but let's take another look at our very rainy trivia question once again. On March 5th of 1952, the Indian Ocean recorded the highest rainfall ever in one day. How much rain actually fell? Well, we have A, 52.3 inches, B, 68.7 inches, C, 73.6 inches, or D, 82.3 inches. I'm tossing it over to you guys. What are you guys thinking about that one?
I'm thinking 67 inches. I mean, that is still a lot of rain, come to think about it. I mean, that's like over 5 feet of rain just in one day. Just astonishing thinking that much rain.
That's a ton of rain. I'm thinking A, because I can't imagine 82.3 inches of rain, any of those others falling.
Well, keep in mind though, it is over the Indian Ocean, so our answer actually is going to be C, 73.6 inches of rainfall in one single day.
Feels like we've been getting that much rain, like across the Midwest, Arkansas, Louisiana, up to us. We've just been getting rain after rain or snow, or ain't that right, Devon?
Yeah, it's just been continuing to come on in. At least finally next week it's beginning to lighten up, a lot warmer temperatures, really nice and starting to feel the effects of spring.
Yeah, it's about time. We're heading towards March and it's about time to stop having these 30-degree days.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd love to go put the shorts back on.
Yes.
For sure at all.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to conclude tonight's show. Please be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. You can find every show on under our YouTube channel, Size Eyes on the Size Eyes. There we go. I cannot talk today. But thank you for joining us. We will see you next week.